What do you mean?
Maybe Thomas is the only.
He's a loin fiend.
Maybe Tyler. I mean, Tyler just shows ass to Mexico.
I only have sex to procreate.
I have showed my ass to Mexicans. I've showed my ass hole to Mexicans. I spread my ass cheeks apart.
That is very offensive.
Yep. What are you talking about? What kind of attitude do you have to have?
I don't know.
Oh, crap.
You think I haven't? You think I've got the ability?
A little bit. I mean, you did, like you're saying.
It's more like a mentality, right?
A mentality of, like, how you attack the...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did enjoy them. I did enjoy watching them try to get guys to jack off. Because you could just tell they were, like...
Failing.
And they were getting mad that nobody would jizz on camera.
Because they want to see boobs and nobody was showing boobs.
Yeah. I was about to show mine.
You should have. I could have showed mine. I've got really, really no hair, so it could have passed maybe.
They would have been like minor safety if you would have done it. Like, don't show your face or anything. Just be like, hey guys. Minor safety.
We have the ability to show a boob.
I forgot about that.
They don't
She's
know.
got like a bent neck now.
The bent neck lady.
She got throttled.
A little minorly offended.
Snap her neck off into the pillow. Well, you know,
Princess.
it is.
Yeah. Hope
It
everybody
is.
had a good Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun.
Well, we could maybe preface it like Thomas, you threw a party. It was pretty chill this year.
It was a very, I think that was, I didn't drink that much.
Not a lot of people did.
Couple cups is like, all right.
Yeah, I think everybody was still trying to get over last time.
Yeah.
It's like PTSD from last year drinking.
Yeah. Apparently, it got pretty wild last year. And so this year we threw the challenge at the girls to hop on Omegle and see if they could make a guy just jizz on camera.
Just see what was going to go.
Because we've done it before. And it worked really, really well and fast. So we threw it out at
the one time.
We threw it out some new girls, and they were like, "Hell yeah, I can definitely get that to happen." And one girl was dressed up as like an Alice in Wonderland character, I think.
Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts, and then one girl was just her, not dressed up. And it took them about 45 minutes, and nothing really.
Well, they saw a couple dicks, and those
we saw dicks.
There was at least like 4 dicks on there, and those dudes were stroking it. They just wanted more.
Yeah.
They were being greedy.
Yeah, you kept flying into the background in a hot dog outfit, which was hilarious.
I mean,
that's what I meant to send that to everybody. It was hilarious. If we would have found a different way to troll them, like get their dicks out, and then, the plan is that as soon as they
climaxed,
we were going to all jump into camera and just cheer them on.
Yeah.
But nobody ever climaxed, so everybody made their way back to a couch, to a seat, and then it turned into 2 girls just over at the computer by themselves.
They were trying,
talking extremely dirty.
They were trying,
while
really pornographic.
While everybody was having another conversation.
The thing is, we didn't hear half the stuff they were saying because they were typing stuff too.
They were typing and talking.
So we don't know everything that happened.
There was conversations going on in the kitchen, in the living room.
And some of the dudes were like, "I don't care about the people in the background. Show me your boobs."
Yeah.
I remember that happening. They're like, "I don't care about the fucking hot dog. I want to see tits."
Yeah. So.
And then the fake tits on the phone didn't work.
No.
Obviously.
Those didn't even. Those looked like silicone, like a silicone doll. Those were so perfect that it just didn't look.
It was
convincing.
They were very nice.
If we,
unrealistic. It'd be like
they were too nice.
Yes, they were too nice.
They were too nice.
They're too big.
We needed to type in average boobs.
Yeah.
Average nude boobs.
Yeah. We went too nice.
Yeah, we went too long.
Anyways,
I enjoyed hearing them as I was having a conversation, because every now and then you would just hear, "Oh yeah, Daddy," and then
so I put some beans in the backyard. Yeah, you gonna fuck me like that later?
Yeah. So it was a nice little background noise.
Just like that. Water heater.
Water heater,
Yeah, chiming on in.
And we tried really
right on cue
hard with the Ouija board.
I don't think we did.
Yeah, shit was
I moved it at one point.
Full of shit.
But
Still don't work.
you moved it on the 69, 69,
Yeah, because that was
69.
funny.
But any other time were you moving it?
I never
I
moved it.
cannot confirm nor deny.
I never moved it. I just had my hand on it the whole time.
I had my hand on it, and then at one point I was fucking around and moving it, but then
Yeah.
I was like lifting my finger, and it was moving away from me. So there was
cheated.
there was three other people involved, so I couldn't tell who was making that move.
I didn't move it all the time. I moved it some, but not for everything. So
Yeah.
I think that's what fucks you up is some people move it and some people don't.
Honestly, dude, I think the spirit followed me home.
What happened?
What happened?
Well, because I think on my way home, dude, I just like fucking wrecked a possum.
I saw it on
Like,
the
I
side
had
of the
to-
road the next day.
I had to
Yeah,
The hose off your car.
the ghost moved the
lose all-
possum.
like my underwear, dude.
The blood and
I
shit.
straight slammed it.
Oh,
Yeah, the ghost moved the possum into your path.
It's like at the point where like it's like it started walking in front of me. I'm like, well, this is happening.
you didn't swerve or slow down. It
Why
just
would
was too.
I'm not gonna kill
It's one of
myself.
those you have 1 second to react
Yeah.
and you're just like,
fuck it.
I'm not gonna
God.
die over like an animal. I'm sorry.
yeah.
You have two lanes to kind of play around with.
Yeah,
Was-
I'm not playing around. I'm just going home.
Fuck it.
I'm not trying to die here.
Screw playing around.
Well,
The last time Chris played around, he got flat spots on the tires.
No,
was there a car?
Allegedly.
Was there a car coming the opposite way?
I don't remember.
Probably not. Let's just say probably not.
But the time that I try to swerve, there will be.
Was the possum too close to you to just kind of cruise into the other lane and back
Look,
into?
I've just seen it in the other one, and it's like as I'm getting closer, it's like it's gonna start crossing now, where I could like see its face in my headlight. I'm like, all right.
You had time to slow down,
You had
No,
time.
no, no. He started walking in front of me.
and
We'll just say you didn't have time to react.
you're just like,
Technically, you're correct. It
I
is
mean, I
safe-
could have like slammed on the brakes, maybe, but I'm not gonna do
Okay,
that.
when
Yeah.
you saw the possum, when you first had contact with the
all
possum,
right, all right.
where
So I'm
was
driving
it?
home. I see the possum in another lane.
Okay,
like-
what side of the road? Is
it was on the left lane, looking towards the right lane.
but it was on the edge line,
No, it was in the middle of the left lane.
walking in
Okay,
your lane.
okay.
It was just kind of walking. It was
Okay.
stopped really.
Okay.
And then as I start coming, it's like I'm gonna start walking again.
how many
Okay,
car
how
lengths?
fast is the possum walks at like 4 steps per second? You're
Yeah,
going
yeah.
45, 50 miles an hour, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
You had plenty of time to slow down or swerve around it. There's no way that the distance of your light from your car that reached the possum and it's walking like this and you're just like, do it, motherfucker.
You're mincemeat, bitch.
No,
Are you saying
It's either you or me.
This was intentional.
This sounds like first degree possum slaughter.
That fucking Dahmer stuff.
I mean, I'm driving. I'm like, this is happening. I guess.
I mean, you are correct though. The safe and proper action is to stay in your lane, even if you hit an animal or
Yes.
something.
It's like I'm not dying over a possum.
Yeah, but
Well-
would you have died on Lentz Road?
No.
Could you have stopped? You probably wouldn't have slammed on your.
You could have swerved and maintained your speed.
It would have had to have been a deer for me to like. All right, I'm stopping.
I look at you in a different light.
You destroyed your. You could have destroyed your front bumper / valance on
So
the
you
front
know-
of that thing.
Yeah.
Alex has tattoos. You got one possum.
Yeah, we're both not going to heaven.
You want to see pictures of the deer I shot?
When did you? You're a hunter?
Dude, I've shot a deer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I'll
recently?
see that.
With the AK.
A couple years. I shot a deer with AR-15, dude.
Okay, AR-15. Sorry.
That was oh yeah, that. Yeah, that
It's
was
a hunting
cool.
rifle.
You went hunting and
Yeah, set it up. I went up in a tree stand for like a month straight getting that
No, that's
bastard.
not hunting.
nah, you got to track it down.
Oh,
You gotta
I'm
set it
sorry. I
up.
know. I went to a tree stand.
Nah, anybody, that's not hunting, Trish.
You got to set up bells.
That's entrapment.
That jingle when it walks through it.
That's no different than cops sitting behind a billboard and doing speeding tickets.
Yeah, that's
I want a cop to hunt me down.
that's fake. That's fake police
yeah,
work.
that's fake hunting.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the ones that just stay behind like all the trees and stuff. And
Chris, you
Yeah.
got to lay down in leaves and just have your.
And
just have your
as a deer pisses on you
eyes.
and walks above you, you
No,
got
you're just like,
you stab it in the belly and rip it.
dude, I would be in the front to other hunters. I was wearing like a black hoodie.
No orange. The orange is stupid. Like they put camo on.
Yeah,
And
like,
then they
I
fucking
saw
put-
one hunting jacket that had it was all brown, tan, but it had orange on the breastplate area right here. And
I
the
had a-
rest was tan.
I had
But they're
a-
like, deer can't see.
I can't see that.
I had like a black hoodie on with like an orange emblem on the chest.
That's hunting, yeah.
Okay.
Just go out in an orange just go out in an orange outfit. Like,
I'm
I don't
not
see the
buying an
difference.
orange outfit
Did you
to go
care-
hunting
did you
in.
care-
I got an orange shirt for you.
Dude, I just
Several. Did you carry like a stand out to you to a tree and climbed up it?
no. There's an actual treehouse type
Okay.
stand built.
You
behind
hunted out of a treehouse.
it. Kind of.
It's like one of those old ones, like a box when you see in the middle of a field.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Who's like you had a setup? You had a hookup from someone to hunt some land?
In the woods behind my house.
Ah.
Was it in season?
Yeah.
Y'all take turns?
Never cross-examining.
Y'all take turns, or is it something
go-
where he's like, "I'm going to hunt it tomorrow," and
You
you're
go
like,
to Walmart and pay your $5.
It was a thing where like
"Is it a community stand?"
not like that, but it's like his family built it. and
Will you
it's
spot nothing?
What if you shot a deer and it ran onto like the other neighbor's land that
Yeah, to
doesn't
the-
like hunting?
The chicken Mexicans.
What do you do about that?
They're like, hola, cabrón, do you think for the deal de venison?
most of the people around me, it's just like don't be an asshole.
Right.
Also, I shot it with a red dot scope.
This guy.
It was that close, or you just were
I was using
Did a crack shot.
I was using a micro dot.
right. So like no zoom,
no,
no.
He had Ghost and Quick Draw.
He had
applied.
scavenger on too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying how it
He had
wasn't.
a
That,
UAV in the area.
it wasn't that far out. It was just like it looked like a stand.
You call it in.
You had a proximity
But-
mine behind you so nobody could sneak up.
Put a claymore out front.
No, it's like I threw out some corn and like a lick.
Could you imagine blowing a goddamn deer up with a claymore?
Got him, boys.
He just put a trip mine out there next to the
got
Fucking
corn you
blows
throw out.
everywhere.
It's just like, stink.
We got him.
Got him.
It's like, it reminds me of that possum I hit.
It took me 2 years to eat it.
Jesus Christ.
Nobody else in my family would eat deer. Turns out. So I'm
Really?
just
They're
like,
afraid
well,
of that deer amoeba.
I
You're
guess
just
I'm-
you're just working on the deer for 2 years.
Yeah, I took it and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna pay for a guy to turn it into meat and stuff.
How long does the meat stay fresh for in the freezer, though?
I mean,
It's easier
Long
to
time.
eat if you cook it.
Does it? Because I've had hamburger meat and steak, and it like after a year it went brown. I'm like,
You still cook it.
no, but I had a bunch of it turned into hamburger
I
meat.
mean,
and ate it
Yeah,
like
as long as
that.
you don't thaw it out and refreeze it.
Did you take it?
True.
Get it. Someone else to cut it up.
Yeah, I took it to a guy. I was
You
like,
didn't.
all right.
Did you hang it up and like split it and let everything fall out on you?
You didn't blood it in
No,
your own backyard.
I watched some YouTube videos on how to do it, and I'm like, dude, I'm just paying a guy.
Yeah, all you need
You
is that.
should
your
have crawled
engine
inside
rack.
of it. And
Worked
use
it
all-
like a puppet.
And use all your extremities for the legs.
I'm a fucking deer.
Yeah, you get out. You get out in the field. Back.
Dude,
Back.
I did bury the antlers to let like the ground eat away all of its stuff.
Oh, you didn't want to keep them?
No, I have them hang up on.
You
a
let
wall.
all the insects and
I
shit
like
eat the
buried the skull cap down on the ground and let like stuff eat it.
Oh.
natural decompose it.
I made the mistake of grinding on it in an enclosed space.
Oh.
How do you grind?
What song were you playing?
Grind on me.
Grind on it.
All right.
Use an angle grind. No, use
I'm sorry.
no. I
angle
mounted
grinder.
it right, so I took an angle grinder to like grind off part of the skull cap.
Yeah.
To make it fit my mount. And I did that in enclosed space.
So you're breathing all that dust.
Like bone dust.
Yeah, it was like it smelled so bad.
That strengthens
Yeah.
your marrow.
Yeah, you're like 2% buck now.
Make your eyes get better.
You ever watch Liver King? That's good for you.
And the worst part is before I buried it, I thought I was real smart. I was like, well, maybe I can like boil some water and put it in that and then just like scrape off.
That's some
all
like true crime
Dude,
shit,
this
man.
is like psychopath shit. Like you're telling us how to get rid of bone evidence and like
Isn't
your
that what that one dude that looked like you did to his family? He boiled their faces.
Yeah,
That serial killer guy that got
I want to
convicted.
I want to be a fly on the wall where you're trying to get rid of the meat on a fucking deer head.
It was like I had Clint helping me. We like put it on like a campfire outside.
Oh my god.
It just did not work. It
Oh,
was just
you got to
like-
boil that off.
Yeah, we thought. Yeah,
My brother had the nastiest boiling method. He had this black liquid in a half 50-gallon drum, and you just sink it in there, start a fire under it. I'm telling you, it was black. Nasty stuff. And he would pull it out after a few hours of it boiling in there. And
It's
then he
probably
would-
just all the shit from the other ones he did.
yeah, probably. He would put his traps in there too. Like his animal traps, he'd put them in there and boil those in this black gunk. But I think the idea of burying it was pretty smart too. You probably didn't have to bury it though,
no,
unless
not the full berry, but like have. Yeah,
the meat part.
yeah.
Yeah, get yourself some of those.
That works. It's just slower.
Yeah. Well, Chris, I mean,
Good job.
you're like, because it's a deer, you're not a psychopath,
Yeah, I mean,
but it's questionable material.
everybody
what do
eats
we-
steak, man.
Yeah. Dude, I ate that deer a long time. It saved me a lot of money at the grocery store.
Not that. It's the tactics
for another
behind
one
like
then, right?
removing the
It's
flesh.
like him telling the possum story first, and then explaining the skin removal on
and
the
not
skull.
having any remorse for the possum.
Just some.
It's an animal.
No,
There's
it's
like- there's like 3 red flags.
I didn't say I didn't have any remorse for the possum.
okay.
But I'm just like, dude, I blasted it.
Yeah. You're like, me or him? Him.
Him.
It's a possum. Fuck them.
It's like,
Yeah.
well, at least I, probably killed
Just
it
a
instantly.
giant
Yeah, that's
rat.
like that's
Essentially, yeah.
that's three mosquitoes that didn't die because that possum died.
That ain't eats vermin
I'd feel real bad if it was a dog, though.
like a raccoon.
No,
What's
like
the
a dog.
difference?
Some people have pet possums.
You ever seen a little baby raccoon? They're cute.
They're
Yeah.
cute, dude.
I don't know. I'm just saying I'd feel super bad.
Oh yeah, for some reason a dog's like the one animal where it's like you see
Yeah.
a dead one on the side of the road and you're like,
Hit
"Fuck,
a
that sucks."
chocolate lab and you'll just eat a bullet.
Like, for some reason, like, dogs are in an echelon above cats. It's just like, you see a dead cat, it's like, well, there's a lot of them.
What about a coon?
You're right. A dead.
What if you killed a coon? Would
I
you
saw-
feel bad?
No.
I saw someone throw a
What you
cat
say,
out.
Chris?
I saw someone throw a cat out on 85.
Damn.
It was traumatizing because the cat was like a baby and it was like scuttling around as it was dragging down the road. It was scuttling around trying to find its bearing and feet.
That's-
And when I saw it, its claws were like out
There goes
trying to grasp anything around it. Haunting imagery in my head. I didn't hit it. I
9
didn't.
lives all at once.
Yeah, gone.
It's like, it'll be all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. Probably not a great thing to do to throw cats out on 85.
You
but
did, you did that?
no, I
Imagine the
saw
person
it.
that threw it out. They're just like,
Yeah,
Has issues.
That's so mean.
yeah. So
I've taken cats places and dropped them off, but never like killed them.
how'd you get a cat?
Well, whenever I lived at another place, we had cats. Just wild cats. You just have wild cats.
No, yeah, I get that.
So then there's like kittens that came with them. And we're like, oh, fuck. So I just like,
Bojangles.
Put them in a bag with a rock and throw them in a lake.
yeah.
Okay.
No, I put them in a box and just like took them like 3 miles down the road and just let them go.
A
They'll
bunch of
find
people
their
do
way.
what Alex says. Like, they put them in a sack and just, like, beat it with a baseball bat.
At least I gave them a chance to live.
Yeah, I like that. You just, like, all right.
I think I boxed up the mom cat with them. It was like, fuck off.
I was about to say, like,
even
did you
better.
shoot the baby by itself with the mom?
I just took them all.
Yeah.
Like I left the male
can live
cat.
somewhere else.
Yeah,
That's
I was
good
like-
you was able to actually catch them all, though.
They were friendly enough because we fed them a little bit.
No, we had,
Not
like,
every day,
some
but-
stray cats like that before, and
Yeah.
you couldn't get near them, so we had to, like, call animal control and get, like, cages sent out.
You had some like feral.
They were
cats.
feral, dude. Like, when one got caught, I went down and looked at it, and it's like, I was like,
Yeah, we had a
bro.
wildcat one time. I had like the pointy hair thing.
Yeah,
It's probably like 3 feet tall.
that's like a bogcat, dude.
God damn!
But no, it was real feral.
I imagine.
Did you say Will Ferrell?
Very.
Look at this cat. It's out there sounding like the Panthers.
I watched it like a panther. Come here, kitty, kitty. It just fucks you up.
Takes your dog away.
Yeah, it just drags your dog off.
Well, there goes
the goddamn
I guess
predator.
I didn't need a dog then.
That dog should have been stronger.
Pussy dog.
So, did you ever mount the deer head?
I mounted the antlers.
Oh,
There you go.
so you just
He
gave.
mounted a deer head before he took the skin off. of it.
Did you give up on the skull?
Yeah. Nice,
You burned it. You like you fucking grinded on it.
nice little 7-point.
7.
Wow, someone's smart
Had
ass
a
over here.
random oddball point somewhere.
Yeah. Had an extra point on his right side.
Have you guys? You probably haven't, but if you were, let's say you shoot a deer, miss it, like maybe goes into the skull. Let's talk about like an arrow, a broad point arrow, goes into the skull, gets embedded, and then it lives. For some reason, they will grow an extra antler. Have you ever seen?
Yeah.
You've seen that?
Yeah, it's like diseases and stuff.
They'll grow an antler out, and sometimes it'll go right into their fucking eyeball. See if you can find
No,
that.
That's terrible.
It looks bad. They don't live a long life like that.
Oh, what is it? Rams that get that and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like It goes in.
Or anything that has a tusk in the front, they can grow.
Bro, look at that.
They're the fourth one, fifth one over. You had it. Go back. That one.
I think that's just one that's got in a rut and fight.
No, it has a third antler in the eye.
You sure that's not like?
Yeah,
Ripped
but
out
that
another-
out.
You sure that's
Oh,
not
I
coming
see.
out of something
I
else?
see.
Giant tooth.
You probably have to put in extra antler, like eye antler or something. Yeah, ingrown antler. I just saw it the other day, but y'all are right. Like the rams, they'll like grow their antlers into their face.
Like that.
Extremely painful.
Fucking God, Jesus! And they can't stop it.
That's well. I guess they could.
That's
Stupid bastard just let it grow. Can't stop it. It's fucking
I mean,
dumb animal.
they can rut them and stuff, can't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Reindeer.
Damn, how terrible! You're fucked if
Yeah, you
you're.
got stabbed.
You're fucked if your
It's
your
it coming.
shit just starts growing into your face.
A bunch of them animals have teeth like that too.
Like your nose just fucking keeps growing and just goes into your cheek.
Like I take care. First sign that happened, I take care of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I know you got to take care of it early.
Well, anyways, you know what, Chris? You might have done. You probably
A disservice.
you did a
Doing
you did a
what?
service. You did a service. Keeping the deer in check. You can't let them get too out of control.
There's a lot of deer around here.
Yeah.
There used to be a lot more.
Well, my dad hit at least like 5 over his time working third shift.
I was with a buddy.
How many possums he hit?
A shitload.
You guys ever smashed a deer with a vehicle? You ever been driving one when you smashed one?
Not me.
No.
I smashed one with a little Toyota Tacoma. It was violent. It totaled my Toyota Tacoma.
You must hit a big one.
I just hit a deer.
I mean, they can be pretty big.
They're heavy.
I don't know, dude. My dad hit one with like a square body Chevy, and it just like he had to replace the radiator.
Solid though. That's those square body Chevys are solid.
Yeah.
Toyota Tacoma is like built out of plastic.
What year? Like a 96 or something?
2001. It smashed it. It was a solid impact. Like
Hitting a wall.
imagine. Yeah.
Dang.
It's like those 9/11 survivors that don't survive after they hit the pavement when
you
they
got
jump.
it.
It's like It's like a sack of potatoes just slamming into the ground.
So you got it head on.
Yeah, and it airborne that thing. Like it launched the deer about 10 yards.
Did it get up and run away?
No, it was dead as shit.
Broke every bone in his body.
Jesus Christ.
And I had to call a state trooper. I had to call to get him to do a police report so then I could get the insurance. And they totaled it. And then we bought the truck back. That's such a scam, right? Like
Well, yeah.
totaling a vehicle over like $1,000
Well, that's yeah.
and then selling it back to you. They gave me like $8,000 for that truck. And then they give you the option to buy it back for like $1,000. Like it's not a scam for me. It's
Yeah.
just like a bad deal for them.
Well, it depends because some people they total their vehicles and it's like their vehicle's worth 15.
Right, but if it's just like, well, I just replaced the fender and now have a salvage title, whatever.
You still drive it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it just seems like a really good deal for the person
It
if they were
depends.
mechanically
Like if
inclined
you
at
knew-
all.
Yeah,
It just depends.
or you could scrap that bitch.
We have always. I think the best thing to do is just always buy it back. Always buy it back because you can. If you buy it back for 2,000, you could probably sell it for $3,000.
But if you total like Thomas's brand new car,
It'd be fucked.
yeah, it's not gonna be like, I can get it for $1,000.
No. Probably not.
Probably like
No.
$8,000.
Yeah, it's the value of the vehicle, right? Like it's a $50,000 vehicle, yeah, versus what my Toyota was. They paid me $8,000 for
I
it.
think it's probably worth 12 now.
Yeah. Should have never sold it.
And inflation money.
Yeah, damn. You know what I saw the other day? I saw a 2008 Chevy truck, fully loaded, with 227,000 miles.
Was it diesel?
No, it was a gas, like a gas one, and they wanted $27,000.
Yikes.
That's kind of wild.
Yikes.
That's kind of wild.
Oh, it's a truck.
Gas.
That's what it
Come
is.
on now.
It's the economy.
Gas cheaper than diesel, Chris.
Can I ask you what it's like paying $5.50 a gallon for your truck?
Dude,
haven't
diesel
done
shot
that.
up quick, didn't it?
I haven't done that. I've paid right at $5. You're right, but it sucks. I was at one point, I was paying $200 to fill my truck up.
Oh yeah, that was a couple months ago. Whenever it was pretty bad.
Dude,
And-
it was like 5:30 at the Flying J. It was like,
You got to be careful where you go, because if you go to most QTs, they're the cheapest places. So like right now, I can
A little bit
spend.
of water in the diesel.
They water it down.
Yeah.
I spend $480, $490 for diesel, but man, it's $200 to fill up a truck. Well, y'all know.
That's not, it's like 150 just fill my truck up every morning. It's just hitting the wall
Well,
hard.
yeah, and y'all have to fill up diesel trucks in the morning too, so y'all know.
Yeah, I think one time I filled up my truck and then the work truck and it went to $300 something
really?
every third day. It's brutal.
What?
Goddamn. Like, it's like every other day my pockets get lighter.
Oh, your pockets.
Bad.
Yeah, you definitely don't have a gas card, right?
Them pockets, man.
What are we talking about?
Them
Yeah.
You see the numbers though, and you're like,
Sucks for somebody.
do you get? Hey, do you have like a rewards card? Like you can get the rewards for
QT
that.
don't do rewards, man.
You gotta set that up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If they did rewards, we would do it. I would do it. Fuck it. You know.
You should change the.
Oh yeah, we know.
You should
Yeah.
change your company card to like a reward system. Tom's like, well, I'm just getting $8,000 in flight miles a month.
Yeah. Just getting free sandwiches from the QT kitchen.
Yeah,
Them bacon, egg, and extra cheese.
and with barbecue. Yeah,
Damn.
those
They
fucking
put too much
sourdough
cheese on that
breakfast
shit.
sandwiches.
People like cheese.
It's too much cheese and too much butter.
Well, how much does it cost to fill up your car?
$40.
And that probably hurts. You're like, man, 2 years ago.
It was 24.
Well, you didn't have the car 2 years
2
ago.
years ago, I'd have been filling up a premium, so it's cheaper.
What do you use now? 88?
Well, you pay more for premium, but you get better gas mileage.
It's like pennies, though. It's like not.
I switched to a oil that wouldn't.
What?
A 5W10. Yeah,
No, I
it's pretty
switched
good,
to an oil that'd be a little bit better for my.
Shut up.
You put that. You put
I switched to a better oil that lets me get better gas
But-
mileage.
No. I switched to an oil that gets worse gas mileage, but it has less of a chance
synthetic or oil.
of like
oil.
galling up my.
You drive a Honda, Chris. That thing would run. That you could piss in the oil container and it would be fine.
No, when they first came out for the K series, they used oil that would get better gas mileage, but was worse for longevity.
Oh,
As
was
soon
that
as-
500,000 miles instead of like
Yeah.
480?
I'm just saying, as soon as like when they, I think the Element came out, maybe the K24, they're like, all right, we gotta use the same engine as the higher series,
You're overthinking engine oil
probably.
for a Honda, definitely. This ain't no fucking cup car or a trophy truck or a drag car. You're overthinking oil in your car, Chris. And you're wasting money too. So just
Am I wasting money? Then?
Yeah.
It's gonna cost the
Just
same.
get
for
that
oil
Texaco
change.
10W30 from
It co-
Walmart.
no,
throw it in there.
I'm not out here using like, what is it? The purple.
Royal Purple.
Yeah, I'm not using that.
Yeah.
I'm
But
still going to like AutoZone and be like, hey, what you guys got on special?
oh, okay.
Oh, you get the AutoZone special.
No,
I won't do that.
Pennzoil or whatever it
Chris,
is.
come on now. You can't do that.
What do you mean? You can get a whole.
Now we're saying you don't have to go top in, but you don't have to go bottom in.
I'm not saying this bottom.
Yeah.
You go right in the middle.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You can't just use a unlabeled bottle of oil.
No, I'm not
You
saying
got-
that. You go in there and it's like, hey, what you got on special this
Right.
week? It's like, we got a Pennzoil and a filter for
Use Quaker Steak.
$17.50.
Well, you know the bottle that says AutoZone. AutoZone's not making their own oil.
Yeah, they are.
They have a refinery in Dubai.
You know that big
They're
fucking
not
the
making-
big thing on the wheel that is this. They use it all the
AutoZone
time.
is not making their own
They
oil.
probably-
You
just
got-
like
to
BP
get-
has their own gas.
To get a job in AutoZone, you have to go
No.
work in the oil refinery for 3 weeks
It's like
first.
it's like when you buy like
You have
the
to watch
great,
There Will Be Blood one time before you
like,
work there.
when you buy Great Value crackers. They're not out there making crackers and ketchup. They're just like getting it from someone else.
No, they fabricate their own. They mill it down, everything.
They build the crackers down.
They did that for their chicken.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, you guys are charging too much for chicken. We're going to make
No.
our own.
Auto-
AutoZone chicken?
No, Walmart.
AutoZone's got chicken now.
I'm just saying.
They got fry oil for that. Is it
Hey.
AutoZone fry oil?
Hey, at
Butter on
least
fried chicken.
I actually
Motor fried
commend
chicken.
you on taking care of your car because I'm a firm believer in maintenance. So, but But that car will run on castor oil. Like that car will run on
I'm not
vegetable
saying-
oil.
I mean, you should do it.
It will.
You should turn your truck to biodiesel.
And there's a lot of money that goes into
I know,
that.
but
Like
think
nobody's doing that anymore.
You could like roll coal smelling like McDonald's though.
But McDonald's has it set up like they're not giving their oil away anymore. That was like a 2002 thing.
Yeah. And people who's like, I got my Jetta.
Can I have your oil?
They're like,
They're not going to stop what they're doing to give you the fucking grease
I
out of
don't know. I saw a Doomsday Prepper episode, and this dude was like using all his compost to make biodiesel.
That's too
run
much
his-
work.
to
a
run
lot
his
of work.
compound.
That's his hobby. I've got
No,
500 hobbies, and that's what I
he
want.
He lived that way. He would have this big barrel that he would just put all his scraps and everything into.
Doomsday prepping is his
thing.
hobby.
yeah.
That was his life.
Extreme
Yes, I
canning.
know.
No, he lived that way. He was like, yeah, I retired and I live here. He had like a little castle walls, like cinder blocks around.
He got
him.
fired for being crazy.
He's probably on disability from the government.
I'm telling you, like that guy doesn't like want to do photography, and he doesn't want to put model boats together. He wants to make oil.
You're making it sound like he doesn't want to do a real hobby. He's doing fake hobbies.
It is a fake hobby.
That's a real hobby.
That's not a that's not a thing people need to do anymore. Plus, he's crazy because that's probably something he did years ago. So
People stash water.
the apocalypse never came for him. How old was he?
It could still come. We had that COVID scare, Tyler.
How old was he?
I don't know, like 50 something,
Okay, so he's dead now.
probably.
What?
He probably died
I
of
don't know,
exposure to fucking
He had
oil.
he had his kids doing it too.
Dude, this kid
Oh,
I've been
nice.
What do you mean he's dead? He's 50. He's probably like 60 now.
Yeah.
Long-term exposure is a real killer.
What?
The oils.
It's like bone
It
dust.
was biodiesel though.
I didn't think about that really.
It's all organic, Tyler.
Oh yeah. So is the sun.
So there's water when you drown in it.
Because I remember a dude
That's a good point. Water's organic, but you can drown in it.
a dude who
Okay.
went to church with us back in the day got Parkinson's from working on transmissions.
Yeah.
Getting like the fluid all over his hands.
That's
Pretty
right.
sure he
Gotta
just
wear
got
them,
Parkinson's.
Yeah.
them nitro gloves,
Probably.
man.
It's just coincidence that he had oil in his hands.
His
No, he had
favorite movie
like-
was Back to the Future.
Like transmission
Oh,
fluid. all over.
the transmission shaking vibrates his whole body to his prostate.
And it just stayed with him.
No,
made
probably
his ass vibrate, and he's like,
probably the fluid.
Yeah.
he started doing this right here. He's like, "Yep,
Living my best life.
My brother is that guy. I'm like, dude, you should wear gloves and keep the oil off your hands. He's
I
like,
don't need
oh my god,
I'm a
oh
fucking
my
man.
god, you no.
But seriously,
fucking
can transmission
pussy.
oil cause Parkinson's?
That's what
It
I
seeps
re-
in
Oil.
through your pores and stuff.
Just a
yeah.
carcinogen in general.
Yeah.
What else can make
bunch of
Probably pre-workout powder.
Probably everything. Probably like
Anything that you're not supposed to have is
like
probably bad
yellow
for you.
number 3.
High intense levels of caffeine.
Yeah, there's a fucking dude on TikTok.
600 every day?
Like this guy, he goes around in grocery stores and he's like, yeah, you got to read the labels, and just see what's in it. You see all this stuff, you're not supposed to eat it. He goes around and every food, he's like, you're not supposed to eat this, you're not supposed to eat that, you're not supposed to eat that, but he never tells you what you should eat. And he's going around the grocery store every aisle saying, don't eat
He's
this,
freaking everybody
don't
out.
eat
Hey,
this,
you know you shouldn't eat that.
Yeah, it's like, you see this? Red 20, aspartame, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. If it's got too many words for you to read, don't eat it. And it's like,
What was the one
That makes sense.
What was
But
the one
it
that like,
does.
made your dick small? Isn't,
Red 40.
Isn't that's in Cherry Lemon Sun Drop. They're like, don't drink Cherry Lemon Sun Drop. Like,
but it's like,
best-
what do you,
Well,
what
the best
do you
rule,
eat and
the
drink
best
then?
rule of thumb for a grocery store is shop the perimeter of the store,
Okay, I see where
Yeah.
you're going with this.
and then if
Nothing
you're,
off the end caps.
nothing off the end caps, and if you're going down the middle of the aisle to get stuff to fill out your rest of your diet, buy from the bottom shelf.
Beans.
Well, depends on where you're at too, because they'll put kids shit on the bottom.
Dude.
shelf.
Well, the cheap stuff's on the bottom.
Are you
They
talking-
figured it out.
Have you-
They
have you ever
figured out
bought
your system.
the Food Line cheap stuff. What is it? It's like got a pig on it.
Yeah,
Great value?
No, that's
it's
like
just like
that's like the
bottom
Beyond
shelf.
Food Line
I'm
cheap
like,
stuff.
whoa.
that's like penny for your thoughts shit. Or
The,
whatever it's
the
called.
only time I bought those is like sugar and flour.
I bought the bread. It was actually solid.
I don't blame you. I bought the chips one time. They were not good. They did not have any salt on them. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
you're a name brand guy. I've seen your snack cabinet up there. You're not
My
like
kids
off
are
brand
bougie.
at all.
They're bougie kids.
Why are they bougie though? You taught them that.
Yeah, they learned
Hey,
somewhere.
That's fair.
Well,
point.
no,
Kids pick up-
I tried to give them Wise chips and Utz chips, and they're like,
No.
it don't taste
But
the
dude,
same.
Utz Chips loads their chips down with tons of dust.
Yeah.
I like Utz.
I like
know.
Utz too.
But they only care for the cheese balls from Utz. They
I
don't
like Cape
want the
Cod
other stuff.
chips, pretty nice.
All right.
That's top tier brand.
Wait,
I like Cuddle.
That's
you-
like beyond.
I like kettle corn chips.
the real crunch.
It's like you only
They're so crunchy they break teeth.
buy Cape Cod and fucking like Boom Chicka Pop and stuff
And then
like that.
I eat one handful and roll them up and put them in the pantry and they go stale. And I buy
Yeah,
new
like
ones.
2 weeks later.
Yeah, and then the popcorn stuff. That shit's good too.
Do y'all feel like
I've heard it.
have y'all had the dip that's called Better Than Sex dip that's for crackers and stuff?
I've had hell of a good dip.
Yeah.
Well, like,
I
wait,
haven't heard of that.
you take this dip, put it in a bag, and then you take crackers and put it in there, and you shake it up, and it's apparently called like Better Than Sex Cracker Dope. It's like cracker dope or something.
Cracker dope.
I've
Have
had,
y'all had that? Because it's like annoying.
I've
to
never
me.
heard of that.
I've had crack dip.
Or crack chicken.
crack.
Yeah, it's called like crack.
Maybe that's what I'm talking
candy,
about.
It's this holidays like crack, like candy stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if it's probably just why does there have anything called crack?
Comes in like a
rock.
comes like this
You're
rock.
actually just like smoking a crack rock on Halloween.
I had some crack on fucking Halloween.
You live, hey, once a year, dude. That's what you can't
got-
cap it out.
You got one day. It's like
Ride the lightning
it's like
once
the
a year. Ride the lightning once a
Yeah.
year, baby.
I don't think that's true. You smoke crack one time and like it just flips the mental illness switch in your body.
Off
if-
or on?
Like on. If
Is
you,
that what
maybe-
happens to all these people?
yeah, if you were like genetically disposed to have like schizophrenia or something.
Parkinson's.
Were you waiting for the voices to tell you?
Yeah, I was waiting for the voices to tell me.
They're like, beware, be
I got
careful.
secondhand crack smoke and now I'm like talking to myself.
I saw a news story. This woman wanted to be transabled.
What does that mean?
So what she did, she went to a psychologist that approved her to give herself blindness, and helped. And she helped facilitate, or the therapist, a licensed therapist, helped facilitate this person going blind.
How'd they do
How
it?
they blind them?
They put like bleach in their eyeballs for like 30 minutes, and then took them to the doctor.
Who lets bleach just sit in their eyeballs? That would burn like a motherfucker.
Somebody that wanted to go. So now they're blind because ever since they were like 6 years old, they've always wanted to be blind.
Okay.
And it's like that's not.
Just wear goggles. Just wear blackout
I'm going
goggles.
to regret that.
Yeah, but they can't be transabled. They can't get that SSDI now.
So it's like they've always wanted to be blind. So now they found someone to make them blind.
So I guess I had a therapist to quantify that they weren't crazy.
They enabled them.
So now they get $800 a
Essentially.
month. From
I don't think
Uncle
so.
Sam.
You don't think
I don't
so?
know that they
No,
would.
I can see them saying like, now it's crazy to
If
think.
if that's your true self, then yeah, let it out.
Well, no, I think it's more like a psych thing. It's like you go to the therapist to be like, he's not crazy. He really wants to be.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
This isn't a cry for attention. This is
like
Yeah.
he really
a
wants to be
real
blind,
thing.
and like they psych.
Oh, so you're saying that like you
Okay.
can't say this guy wanting to be blind is like
crazy.
yeah, but I guess you can't say that anymore.
Yeah, but you can be like, the guy's not crazy
Because you can't be like, well,
because
I
he has
really,
sound mind.
I want to cut my dick off.
And it's like, are you? Yeah,
My true calling was to not have a penis.
it's like, well, that's crazy as fuck. But
If that's
you're
what
not
you
a
wanna
crazy
do,
person.
if
You
that's
really
what
want
you
to
wanna
do it.
yeah.
I could be
still think-
completely wrong.
If they have a
It
medical,
It sounds, you know.
I mean, the only reason
it
why the
sounds
therapist was
reasonable.
involved.
Yeah.
I don't think it's crazy if doctors are able to help you achieve what you want. But if you say I want to be blind and doctors are like not smart, like not good,
Right.
then you're crazy. But if you were to say I'm a man who wants to be a woman, people are like, we can help you with that. Then I don't think you're crazy.
Well, there's money in it too.
What does it say?
Sure, you have to pay for a procedure.
Dude, what does it say though that like you can be like, I want to be blind, and a doctor's like, let me help you with that.
Well, that's crazy.
Can't assist in suicide.
Like, what does that say about the world?
What's that? I think that says
crazy.
something about the doctor. The doctor has sadistic, you know.
The worst part about that is
Practices.
that person could have made themselves blind at any point in time.
Exactly.
And they chose to get a medical professional.
Like they could have done it at a place, like at a Food Line or something, and got like a settlement.
Yeah.
Now they're just blind.
Like
They could have
coulda-
recreated like Daredevil and like had stuff fall off a crate and like
I can just like
I see in red now.
I see blue. I technically can still see, but everything's just blue.
I have sonar.
Yeah,
Now I'm blind.
it looks like technology when you see the Daredevil eyesight.
and you go fuck the ugliest MCU character ever.
Ominous laugh on it. The ugliest MCU character.
I don't see how that can be true.
It's not true.
Is that a Ben Affleck joke?
That's some bullshit. They're like, she's ugly. It's like,
That's what I'm saying. This is an inside thing to shit.
shit.
Because I was going to say Daredevil was Ben Affleck at one point.
And
Has
Charlie Cox now.
Charlie
Yeah.
Cox now.
And then like this She-Hulk lady was so unattractive that she can only get a blind guy to fuck her in human form.
What other actor has been two superheroes?
Chris Evans.
What has he done?
Michael B. Jordan.
What's
Ryan Reynolds.
What's Chris Evans done?
Human
beside-
Torch and Captain America.
That's right.
He's also in some other TV show. He was in Scott Pilgrim as a character. He was also in
Wait.
another movie with
Like,
Jeffrey.
deep dive.
I'm just talking about DC Marvel stuff.
Ryan Reynolds.
Okay, because he was
Oh yeah.
obviously Deadpool, and then the one in
Well,
the
he,
Wolverine
technically
movie.
the same thing.
And Green
right?
Lantern.
What do you mean?
And Green Lantern.
Oh yeah. Well, Ryan Reynolds was Green
he
Lantern.
was 3.
Yeah,
He was the guy with the blades
that's still
for
Deadpool.
nubs.
Yeah,
It's still technically Deadpool.
It's Weapon X or something. They tried to explain it.
or
right.
Wade Wilson, his name.
Yep. Aubrey Plaza's about
Wait.
to be too.
Wide-eyed witch.
Yeah.
So you're saying they really, really, really said that was Deadpool?
Are you talking about
where
the
his-
shitty movie?
Yeah, the Ryan Reynolds one where they're
They
fighting
never,
on top of
they
the
never
nuclear
called him
zone?
Deadpool, but his character was Deadpool.
It was,
he was Wade
it was
Wilson.
inferred.
Yeah,
Okay.
It wasn't inferred. It was the same character name.
yeah, it was Wade Wilson.
They just never said Deadpool.
It's just
yeah.
some executive was like, what if we just make it a metaphor?
It was a bold move that did not pay off.
Bold mood cotton.
It's like, why do you have laser eyes?
Yeah.
At every power of everybody.
He's a Deadpool.
And he
you get
couldn't
it?
talk.
The pull of all the.
Dead.
Like the one time he got to work with Hugh Jackman, he couldn't talk
He's a Deadpool. Yeah,
until now. And now he's
Yeah.
making the third movie, and
and
it's
it'll probably
probably
be CGI muscles.
it's gonna get fucked all to hell by the producers because Disney's got his fingers in it now.
I don't know. Andor's all right.
Yeah, Andor's pretty good.
People hate Andor.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. Some people do.
Nah, they
It's
lying.
weird.
The classic Star Wars nerd hates Andor because it doesn't have pew.
You don't have
and
pew pews and lightsabers.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck off.
Apparently,
Certain range of power.
saber sexuals is a thing.
Saber
Sexuals?
Yeah.
They had to
is
have
that?
lightsabers in their show.
Like if lightsabers isn't in Star Wars,
It's not Star Wars.
I can't get it up.
Oh, this ain't. This
God.
is more Star Trek than Star Wars, right?
I don't know. I like it. I'm like,
Well, Star Wars is fantasy, Chris. Star
Oh.
Trek is science fiction.
Oh, I got a
so I'm putting too
robocaller.
much science fiction into fantasy.
See what
Exactly.
this guy say. Hello. Hello.
Greetings, RSS parents, guardians, and family.
Do you think it was the religious guy?
Yeah, I thought it
I
was.
thought it was gonna be like, hey, vote for Ted Bud.
Oh, his wife's running now. Linda Bud.
For what?
Something.
I don't
I saw
care
her
about
running a campaign ad.
The whole family's running.
Bunch of buds hanging out.
They're trying to take down Sherry Beasley.
Well, yeah, we're
I
gonna
kept seeing
take
those ads. It's like Sherry Beasley doesn't care about you.
the buds will take over. You watch. The buds will take over.
That
want
red
you-
wave's gonna be coming, boy. Just wait till tomorrow night.
Kiss your democracy goodbye.
Your
Kingdom.
democracy's about to go in the shitter. That red wave's coming, man. We're gonna ride the
Thomas,
tide.
what was that from? I literally just got a text after you got a call for President Trump.
I had one earlier.
Listen to this important message from President Trump and don't make your voice heard.
President Trump. They're still calling some crazies are still calling him President
Get
Trump.
out and vote for Ted Bud on November 8th.
You just got a Ted Bud
Yeah, I
text.
I said Ted Bud and just got one at 7:09. It's 7:10.
You have summoned the Ted.
wow.
He has budded you for
I think
Congress.
iPhones listen that much. They're like,
Oh, you're right. Yeah, the iPhone Corporation wants to push Republicans.
Well, I mean, Apple itself doesn't care. It goes to the highest bidder.
well, if I had to say Apple, the actual person,
the person
because
cares.
the corporations are people, Apple, the corporation, would be very conservative.
Conservative?
Yeah,
Yeah, all the tax
for the
breaks.
tax breaks.
Oh yeah.
Every
yeah.
corporation should be conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they pushed the left.
Let's get more people to use their shit.
Yeah, it's more popular with like the small people.
Oh, it's starting to shift though.
Yeah.
The dumb poor people are left, aka the blacks, is what the media says. I don't believe in that. I'm just saying that's what the news
You don't
says.
believe?
That is what they say though. Anytime they talk about poor people or people that are
It's
like
just black
disparaged,
people.
it's like people of color
That's true because they make fun of poor white people.
and Mexicans.
Because they're up in like West Virginia, like we need dental care.
And they're like, "Ha, go
Bring
fuck
it
your
to me,
sister."
Trump.
You deserve it.
It's true. It's kind of just a petition or whatever you say
Yeah.
that I just butchered.
Predicament?
Yeah, it's like
No.
it's the poor people that's like, we want Trump to bring us health care.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, did you not read anything?
He's not.
I did see a TikTok the other day of a guy with a growth coming out of his head, and he was like, "Go Trump."
Oh God.
He don't give a fuck about you.
Trump will fix my horn.
Yeah.
Trump for cleft palates.
What if that was the dude that he hit in the head with that roll of paper towels, and now he's got a big, just like, I haven't washed that spot in years.
I let it faster. I let it faster into something else.
Well, early voting's tomorrow, right?
Regular voting.
Regular voting.
Yeah, they've been
tomorrow.
doing early voting
I can't
for the
work
past week or two or whatever.
Vote. Yeah, you got to take the day off to
I think they ought
vote.
to vote more.
But voting starts tomorrow. Yeah.
I see how he's ignoring you.
No,
They'll be ignoring me tomorrow when I don't show up. I get text. I'm like,
well, it's for the
I'm voting.
It's what, for the state house and senate.
It's very important.
I mean,
This is more important than presidency.
It was enough. It was important enough for Donald Trump to text me personally.
Yeah,
Right
about
now.
Bud.
this is the most I've heard about a midterm election in my whole life.
Because
Yeah,
it's like,
You're an
it's-
adult now.
this whole thing
No.
is like democracy's in danger.
No, from like the past, like all my adulthood, my whole life, it's always just been every 4 years, president.
No, it's been this bad for the past like
Yeah, it has.
several.
Since like at
But
least
this is the most I've heard of midterms.
No,
that
it was,
I
like,
can
it, was,
recall.
it was like this the entire time Trump was in office.
and Obama really.
Yeah,
I just never recall.
I think
it
we're
being
old enough
this
to
bad.
finally realize it.
Possibly, we're part of that demographic now.
Yeah, you're 34 now.
Oh yeah, almost old enough to be
We're
president, man.
almost dead.
Surely.
I could be president next year.
You can't run next year.
Run.
I can run for 24.
Wait.
God damn it!
Oh my goodness, dude! Next Monday,
What,
I
you don't
can
think
be
I can
president.
win?
That's crazy to think that we're old. You old enough,
Old enough to be a
president.
president.
Yeah.
You could be the youngest president, Chris. Just be like, I survived cancer. I can fix this country.
You feel as smart as John F. Kennedy.
They're like, well, let's.
I will have a hard top on every vehicle that I ride in.
I have a brain ahead advanced.
Wait, dude, I ride a freaking convertible everywhere. I dare them to kill me.
You just piss off some black site, and they do.
You tell the security, Secret Service, to just keep away from you.
Keep away from me. This is
A car
I'm
behind
driving
me.
the fucking car.
I'm
Car
letting the
behind
deep
me.
I'm pushing the deep state today.
Malinabe 2024.
You take your
Come and take
windshield.
my life.
You take the windshield off too. You just like driving around in a car with like
I got like a Volkswagen.
there's
Beach
nothing.
Cruiser.
There's nothing. Your
you
just
drive
head is
your
out
own.
You
of
should
it.
just recreate the whole scene. Have the convertible with like the turn seats. Put Jessica like beside with like eating a piece
just
of metal or
drive
something.
through the plaza.
Yeah.
There's not even headrests too. You're just your body's the only thing sticking up out of the car.
Make sure you go very slow past the grass knoll.
I'll survive this time because Secret Service won't accidentally shoot me.
You got to make sure you go around just like this though. You're just driving with the middle finger up.
Let's bring Bond here. I think Chris is presenting a different scenario on how John F. Kennedy was assassinated.
Huh? No.
Oh, the Secret Service shooting him?
You mean tell me the guy on the back? Oh, no, it was missing on the back.
So Oswald,
Dude,
Oswald,
I just got it too.
There you go.
I just got it too. It's about Trump. Listen to this important message from Donald Trump, and don't forget to make your voice heard. Get out and vote for Ted Budd tomorrow.
I'm telling you, they pay for the ad space. They're going to push it. They don't care who it is.
There's a video on mine. Did
yeah,
yours have a
I
video?
didn't click on it, but yeah.
Ted Budd's been pushing the fuck
The
out of his
incredible
stuff.
people of North Carolina, one of my favorite
Sounds like
places.
Trump.
This is President Donald J.
One of
Trump,
mine.
and I hope that I'm your all-time favorite president. We've had a great relationship together.
It's still all about
We have
him.
a critical election on Tuesday, November
that's
8th. I want you to get out and vote for a tremendous
How
man.
much did Ted Budd pay for
Everybody
this?
loves him in Washington. Everybody
Apparently Trump did
respects
that
him.
for his
Everybody,
super PAC.
both sides, frankly, have great
So,
respect for Ted.
100 million
He's
at
running
least.
to combat inflation, to get our economy working, protect the Second
It's probably a
Amendment.
deep fake also.
Defeat the radical
Yeah.
progressive.
It's Shane Gillis.
I was just going to say that. Shane Gillis. There are probably
It's a Trump impersonator.
There's probably a tremendous amount of people that can sound like Trump.
Yeah.
That's
Jamie
probably
Foxx
real.
is a good one.
That's probably real.
I haven't heard his.
Yeah, look up Jamie Foxx Trump impression.
That surprises me.
It's really good. It's like it might be as good as Shane Gillis's, or better.
So he's like, I didn't know Ted Budd's a Trumper.
Sure.
He's
Yeah.
a trumpet.
All right.
I guess, what's
uh,
that other woman's name that's going against him?
I don't know.
Super. That's really good.
That was
He
pretty
does
good.
another video with him doing it. I
This
can't
one?
remember.
CNN's like, we can't believe a black man would endorse Trump. See what these fucking commie bastards have to say.
Yeah, it is. Oh, come on.
Oh, this bullshit.
I don't know that people can hear it, Thomas,
Yeah, I got it plugged in.
because I got the volume down.
Oh, oops. I forgot to do this. We'll have to start over. I'm sorry, people.
Fuck it. Let's do it live. Run it again.
Run it again.
Run it back.
It'll be nice and quiet on that first one.
Yeah. Good thing it was short.
I didn't know Pooh did the gritty.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Putin did the gritty.
Lots of great people on both sides. I know Harry, he's a great person. He couldn't vote for me at the time. Now he can vote for me once he gets out. I love Snoop D-O Double G, great person.
So do you love Death Row Records?
I love
People on
Death
both
Row.
sides.
I love Death. Excuse me.
That's pretty close.
Fake news. I love Death Row.
What's your favorite Death Row record, Mr. Trump?
All of them. All of the Death Row records. Don't try to pin me down. I see what he just. Excuse me.
Fake news.
Excuse me.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Looked out for
They
you.
tried to give me the virus. I beat the virus. they tried to give me the virus. Like, who was they? And this motherfucker said, I beat the virus. They were like, fuck yeah. He beat it. Motherfucking Trump, boy.
Does he like Trump, or is he just like just
I don't-
fucking
I think he's
around?
just living
He's
life.
probably indifferent.
Well,
Yeah, he don't care.
I was
are
just wondering.
y'all voting at all tomorrow? Taking time?
Yeah, I'm taking
to vote?
time day off more.
I'm gonna go vote tomorrow.
As you should.
Actually, you gotta
My
get,
American right.
Where's your voting center?
There's several.
you gotta make sure. You gotta make sure you look up at the sky at 5:17 a.m.
The plane coming in?
There's
The
a
blood moon.
Blood moon?
eclipse.
Yeah. Means blood will be spilled tonight.
Blood moon.
Better watch out, Chris. Is gonna
You know
come,
about- do
Chris
you
is
know-
going to grind and mount your skull.
He's gonna mount, grind,
He'll mountain grind your soul.
and boil your skin off.
Yeah.
Blood moon rises. I got 3 hours.
I only need 3 seconds.
He's just like,
He just
you have to
gets-
climax as the eclipse happens. Anyway,
and take a shit at the same time.
yeah. That's how you jump dimensions.
You have to shit and come at the same
Yeah,
time.
You cause
get
an
it
event
all.
horizon on the surface of the planet.
Everything just turns to hell.
Your insides become your outsides.
Doom starts playing.
You see fireballs shell to the ground.
Yeah, the earth cracks open.
That'd be some shit.
That'd be wild.
Or you just piss and shit down your legs and nothing happens.
It's all happening, but just not to everyone else.
Yeah, you're like, and everyone's like, what's
Chris
this
is
guy
fighting
naked?
Satan and like all these Lucifer angel shit.
then you
he's like,
see
dude,
it all-
and he's just over here, just like,
Yeah, you see an alternate view and Chris is just rolling around in the woods making noises.
That's just me walking up to the gym at Boston to go vote.
Yeah, you walk up naked.
I'm here for voter suppression.
I'm making sure no one votes twice.
Go around, burn down all the ballot spots.
The camera goes behind you and you're naked with a shit trumpet of just like down your legs. The crazy man is here to vote.
Dude, they keep saying that a lot of Republican people are going to show up to the polls and start harassing people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my plan. I'm just going to start harassing people.
With shit down his legs.
You're a Democrat and you in this line.
You're chasing people with your ass.
You in the wrong voter poll,
You're
boy.
wrong. We don't allow y'all boys to vote around here.
Actually, around here, it'd probably be like, oh, you're not voting Republican?
Yeah.
I don't like your type around here.
You go to Charlotte,
Well,
it's
I
just
don't-
everybody blue hair voting.
I don't know. There's probably a few Democrat people around here.
There are.
Yeah, definitely.
Like probably half of the teachers are.
There's a lot of Democrats.
It's probably
Unfortunately.
I don't think there's many, like, progressives around here, though.
I don't know. You go down Main Street in China Grove, you see pride flags on those houses and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They done ruined. They took over the fucking gentrified fucking China Grove. Goddamn.
They did. They gentrified China Grove, Peaky fucking blinders.
They came in. They
believe
rehabilitated
that.
them houses right on the tracks.
I'm more offended by that.
That they took over those houses on the tracks.
No, there's goddamn Peaky Blinders on the side of the fucking building. That's so goddamn. That's so goddamn corny.
I do not mind the.
Fuck the rainbow flags. They got pink fucking
Yeah,
blinders.
it's so fucking corny.
I don't mind the rainbow flags.
It doesn't bother me. I don't care.
Yeah, the Peaky Blinder thing too is stupid.
So fucking stupid.
Oi,
they should have made something better.
Like, why is it called a cartel with a gangster?
Irish.
The fuck are you doing?
what is it called? The cartel.
Grove Cartel.
Yeah, they put an Irish mobster on the wall.
Did I tell you I almost ran over a guy there on his motorcycle?
No, you didn't.
No.
I was going to get this food. Let's say No Way Jose.
You were just on Main Street driving.
Shit, you were going to the
And
Thai place, weren't you?
I haven't
Either
been there
one,
yet.
Or
either
Captain
one,
Galley.
either one.
Captain
Well,
Oh, okay.
I was going to get food,
Back in the day.
and I made it to the Cartel Grove place, and out of nowhere, a guy lurches on his motorcycle out into the road, a car length from me. He stops in the middle of the road, looks at me. I stopped, and he got mad at me.
I can tell you where you fucked up right now. You should have just seen him coming and be like, "This is happening."
I forgot you're the fucking
Yeah, this guy's letting run people over.
yeah. You're like, oh, I felt bad for the possum.
I feel real bad for that guy on that bike. God damn.
Dude,
No.
my mom
Insurance,
hit a guy.
man.
Yeah, actually, my mom hit a guy on a bike in like 1995.
Was it her fault?
It was okay back then.
Well, this was this guy's fault, and he was like mad that he's like, God, he's like rolling his bike backwards, like, God damn it, like it was his
His
fault,
inconvenience.
and he was embarrassed,
Yeah.
and he was pissed off that he was embarrassed.
He probably had a drink or two and probably didn't need to
He
be
was
driving.
drunk, and I should have fucking smashed his
Oh,
ass.
that would have been an insurance out the ass. You'd be like, oh, my ass hurts. My dick hurts.
You
Problem
shit your
is-
pants.
My
The problem is his buddies would have probably ripped me out of the truck,
Well, the
beat
cops,
my
and,
fucking
like,
ass.
Yeah, the police
Probed you.
station's right there. They'd be like, oh, this
and the
this
police
guy-
probably would have come and arrest Tyler. Like, this is an alderman.
Yeah, you know, like
Right, he's protected around here.
motorcyclists get unnecessarily treated well. Like,
Yeah, those signs that says look twice, save a life.
yeah, somehow it would have
Oh, yeah,
been my
don't-
fucking fault.
Don't have your clippings out in the road.
Yeah, something like God bless Jesus or something.
They would have stripped me naked and killed me like the fucking ambassador from Gaddafi and had me up on, like, going down the road,
Like
like,
Saddam Hussein.
they
getting
sodomizing
floated
my ass because I hit a fucking dude on a motorcycle when he pulled out in front of me.
You would have made the front page of the
How dare
Post.
me! How dare me!
You could have got out and be like, oh, damn, man.
Looks bad.
Man,
That's
that
rough.
sucks.
Damn, you did.
God.
Fucking has my grill in his fucking mouth.
You just get out and be like, what the fuck you do to my truck?
Watch his fucking face bounce off the front of my truck.
Why the fuck you hit my truck?
And anyway,
I just paid this off.
so they're letting people
Okay.
drink and leave
Yeah.
drunk.
Businessman.
But they have a golf cart section.
I fucking hate golf carts on the
Dude,
road. I
yes.
fucking hate golf carts on the road.
This
What do you
asshole
mean?
on his fucking side by side with the green light bar on the
I
back
think I've seen him before.
and the American flag off the back.
No, I'm with you.
He drives everywhere around here. He drives to China Grove. He'll drive down 29.
Fuck it.
He'll drive.
I
like,
saw him at Lowe's.
Yeah.
And he asked, I had to help him get wood up onto the side by side, and he strapped it down.
He's an asshole.
He's got like 2 green whips on the back, right?
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
just drive your own fucking vehicle.
Maybe he got DWI and that's all he can drive.
No, you have to have like you have to
gotta have stuff for it. Yeah.
you have to outfit it with turn signals, horn, mirrors, and everything. It's
Yeah.
like a package you have to get for the stupid things.
It costs him as much as a normal vehicle.
Yeah,
like
those are
this
like-
guy thought, well, I'll be smart and beat the inflation system and buy side by side. And he's like, he's still spent like $30K at least.
So those kind of people, they piss me
I
off.
think he just wants to be cool.
I think he's a. I'm not going to say it.
If you had one, you drive it too.
No,
We all would.
no, I wouldn't.
If we had
That's
a-
so
if we had a
gay.
side by side with like,
That's
I mean,
lame
Probably
as-
gets
will
pretty
you
good gas
drive it?
mileage.
I
No,
fucking drive
it
it. You
doesn't.
fucking
It's
drive
lame
it.
as
We'll be like
shit.
side by side down the fucking road. Fuck
Well,
it.
was
It
this
probably
Wild
get-
Hogs with Tim Allen?
Yeah.
It probably gets pretty good gas
We all had
mileage.
different colors. I got red,
No, I don't
green,
know, 'cause
blue.
I drove a dune buggy for a little bit, and that was actually
Pretty fun, right?
it was all right, but
Yeah.
it could get a little testy.
Now I want just a straight golf cart and just put an orange triangle on the back of it and just drive it down Main Street.
Okay, that's what I was trying to get at. Those people annoy me less than the side-by-sides. People are
Really?
like, I'm going to drive a tractor down 29.
That's annoying.
I'm going to pull a combine now.
Or a truck with farm use on the back, and you could fucking smash somebody, get in a fender bender, and they don't have a license plate to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Agriculture, man.
Keeps the world going.
Fuck them.
They get special treatment too, don't they?
I'm gonna pull in with a side by side. Now I got to go buy one.
We all gotta get one.
I'm not. I'll outfit my 4-wheeler.
Yeah.
You're gonna. I'm
go
gonna
get a
convert
fucking,
my
I've already got a dirt bike. I don't need.
Just go get get a John Deere Gator and just put a license plate on it.
Yeah, I saw that one driving around here too.
Fucking asshole.
I know the guy that drives it too. It's,
See that's why I get mad, because it's like I see the guy with the green light bar and I'll see like 3 more and I'm like,
It's starting to. People are starting to do it more and more.
Man, it's stupid.
Like it used to be like one golf cart.
They ain't gonna do it when
It's
it gets
gonna keep
30
going.
degrees outside.
Well, it's not going to get 30 degrees no more. It's November.
It's a medium. It's a medium El Nino.
Yeah,
It's
it's
gonna be a
like it's
moderate
November
winter.
and it's 80.
Yeah, it broke a record. Actually, the record was 79, and it's going to be 80. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a moderate.
And it was 30 2
Political
weeks
climate.
ago.
So really, the side-by-side people are ahead of the curve.
In what way?
They're accounting for global warming.
They spent more on those than you did on your car, and you
100%.
and you have heat and AC,
Yeah.
and you can get out of the rain,
And interior.
and your tires and everything's cheaper about your car.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you made out better than someone buying this new side. Like,
You know, if you had
I've got a Polaris.
you know, if you got to
yeah.
replace like spark plugs on your car, it will take you 5 minutes. They have to like take the fucking cab off of that damn thing just
Now,
to get a spark plug.
Have y'all
replaced.
seen one up close? Like, did they keep the knobby tires on it, or did they put street tires?
No, they put a knobby tire. They can't. It's like an off road thing.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Well, it's as dumb as me having mud tires on my truck. I mean,
Yeah, I'm just saying, because it's like the whole time you're driving, it's like,
nah, it's not like that
Yeah, but
bad.
I'm cool now.
They're not knobbies like.
no,
This
but
big.
you know what I'm saying? It's not a nice, smooth ride.
Even if
It's
a
like-
cop gets you, you just take off their field and you're good.
Catch me down, bitch.
I know this asshole with the green light bar.
know-
Yeah,
I know
he
who
knows
that-
who that is.
yeah.
He just goes to his house and
I know
waits.
exactly where that. Yeah,
I know who. There's only one guy around here that's dumb enough to have this piece of shit.
Motherfucking dumbass.
Guy in
Yeah.
this house over here, with concrete and foam and shit with that lake.
you definitely can't buy a side by side right now. Side by sides right now are double the cost.
And
so,
the thing is, it's new. It's a new one. That's what I'm like. They spent way too much money on it because it wasn't here a year ago.
Just like the people in the housing development across from me. Every other garage has a Corvette.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's probably some dude that finally like doubled up on his PPP loan and went and got it.
Some guy over, he's like, I got a his and hers Jeep Gladiator.
oh
Those people are aggravating,
no, they just enjoy your money, man.
Yeah, well,
but you can still be aggravated.
I think you could enjoy it a little
Especially when
more
you put the fucking skeleton hands on the side of your mirrors.
I
Love that.
And the front vanity plate says his or hers on
Yeah.
it.
It's like fuck.
I don't know. I just think there's more you could do than I won't have a his and hers Gladiator.
Yeah,
Well, they have everything else, Chris.
yeah.
They don't. They just
finan-
have 2 Gladiators.
Yeah, I read an article the other day. Like I sent you the one about how like people making 100K are living paycheck. I've read another article a week ago on Market Watch. It said people making up to 240K a year are living paycheck to paycheck. Mm-hmm. And I'm like,
They're living above their means.
People are, well,
I'm like, there ain't no way you can make 240K a year and live paycheck to paycheck unless you're just like pissing money.
they're probably in like Los Angeles.
Still,
Well, I've read a thing
Still.
said 75% of pandemic home buyers have remorse.
well,
That's
no,
because
no
they were
shit.
buying
They didn't
inflated
want to
houses.
wait too long, is what the article said.
All right. I mean, at least now
I would
they're
have more
paying
remorse
more.
now though.
Yeah,
Well, you
but-
bought a house during the pandemic,
I bought it at the very early stages.
so it wasn't too bad.
But it doesn't matter because Thomas has his good interest rate.
Yeah, I had the low rate and only a slightly inflated price.
Right. Right now, it's like people high interest rate and high price because people hadn't adjusted.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
soon as my house is done, hopefully I can refinance and get a low. I have like 5% interest rate.
Dude,
You might keep it.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to refinance right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna refinance when it's better.
Maybe in like
Yeah.
5 years.
5 to 10 years. Yeah, if you refinance after you get that bill, it's gonna be like 10 to 12%.
Yeah, I wouldn't refinance for a worse deal, but
Yeah, I would keep the 5.
they're like,
5 is good in today's market.
well, y'all are
That's
like
sad.
painting a picture of refinancing. Like they have the refinance percentage like hidden, and they're like,
Take it or leave it.
Roll the dice.
Roll door one, door two.
Or no, I'm saying if you can keep
You
5%.
sides are like
door one.
15, bitch.
No,
Got him.
that's what happened in what you just said is why 2008 happened.
Well,
that was a lot of factors.
sounds
too,
like-
though.
But people had
Yeah, there's way more than that, Chris.
Well, okay. Excuse me.
adjustable interest rates.
Adjustable? Yeah. Okay. Okay. My interest rate is now $2,000 a month. What am I going to do?
You can't base it just on that.
I don't know.
Now I am actually like wondering the people that bought a house. Say you got like a 3-to-1 or a 5-to-1 adjustable rate, and you bought a house 3 or 5 years ago. Now your shit is coming to its adjustment period, and the rates are like this. What do? Do you panic because you did not 5 years ago? You were not thinking that the market was going to do this shit.
No.
So
That's
do you
why
panic
I did
now?
a 30-year fixed.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
but-
you always do fixed.
Like I know those have like a cap, but still, if you had like a
Oh, you're fucked. Yeah.
if you
Oh,
had like
yeah.
if let's see, 5 years ago it was probably like 4%, 4.2 if you had a good credit score or whatever.
Yeah.
So if you had a 4%, then it can adjust up to 4 points. So they're going to have 8% rates, and these people are going to get fucked like that had an adjustable mortgage.
Oh yeah.
Because
That's
they were
their fault. That's always a bad thing. I've
But they were-
always been told don't do adjustable rates.
All right.
But yes, it would be their fault if they didn't refinance 2 years ago to get that 2%.
I think it's just in their fault in general for taking an adjustable rate.
I mean, I've done it before because you have better incentives for taking it.
That's how they get you.
In the short term, you do, but it's always the plan of before it hits that term, you get a fixed rate from somewhere.
I guess if you're going to buying a house though on an adjustable rate would be wild.
I've done it.
Dude, what's wild? What's
I live
wild
life on the edge, man.
is that it's ballooned to 30 years.
What was it before? 15?
Dude,
No, the 5-to-1 can go up every 5 years.
no, I'm
for
talking
30.
about like length.
Yeah.
Like he just said 30-year mortgage.
Yeah.
That's as far as you can push it.
Yeah,
I thought that was normal.
Yeah.
Now it's normal.
My parents?
it
Your
used
parents-
to be a 10 to 15.
Yeah. Your parents
Well, my parents built their house on credit cards, which is
Oh.
crazy. Like 4 of them, 4 credit cards.
Fuck it.
like back in-
75K in credit cards.
I'm saying back in the day, like even our parents' day, they bought houses for like 10 years, 15 years.
Yeah, but the prices were way lower, Chris.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we made
Goddamn,
more
you could
money.
go
Yeah,
to the
but if-
beach you could go to the beach on like $5.
I like paying more interest. Like for the first 15 years, I'm not paying anything off my house.
Yeah, he doesn't
I
pay
like
towards.
the 15 years on the back
He
end.
pays everything. He doesn't pay towards principal. He pays everything towards.
Yeah, don't
interest.
let the first 10 years alarm you that you're not paying so much for your house.
Don't let it alarm you.
What I'm saying though is that
You stick with it.
you can't go any higher.
You can't do a 50-year
Oh,
mortgage.
no,
I've,
can't sell-
I've heard of a 40-year mortgage.
How?
I've heard rumors that 40-year mortgages do exist.
All right, I'm 45.
Where
Let's
with
get
the
us some-
mafia?
I've seen it out there in articles.
Can you imagine being 50 years old and you buy a house on a 30-year mortgage?
That's what I'm saying. This will be paid off.
They let people do that too.
And you
You'll be
can't, that's what I'm saying.
Like they will let some, and it's like, well, I have the money to pay it off in 10.
Yeah.
But I want to use that money to live
But
because
that's-
I'm already 60.
Yeah.
So I'll get a 30-year fix because it's got a lower monthly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's smart. I'm old. I'm gonna.
But
do
then your
whatever.
kids have to pick up the tab.
Fuck
if
'em.
they want
Yeah,
it,
that's why you have kids.
if they want it,
But it's better in the long run if you're an older person and your shit's already paid off. So when you die,
Yeah.
why
your
else
kids
do you have
things.
kids? Why
That-
else
I
would you
saw a
have
thing where you
kids?
don't you put your house into like a
a trust.
yeah
That's if you want your kids to have anything. That's
Yeah.
what I'm going to
They
do.
can't take it.
right.
Because if not, your parents are going to go and be like, "Oh, we need assisted living. Oh, we need your house."
Mm-hmm.
Like, congratulations, you retired with $1 million. Congratulations, now I have $1 million because you had a stroke.
Just get paid off.
Yeah.
It's paid off. I worked 60 years to pay for this stroke.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
That's America. In a
I'm going to retire and enjoy life.
Yeah, I realized if I paid mine, I'd be done with mine by the time I'm like 60. My house would be paid off when I'm 60.
It's not a bad retirement, though.
But maybe
It'll be paid off.
by
But I'm
the-
paying towards principal and stuff.
But
So it's
by
not
the
too
time
bad.
you're maybe 50, what you're paying might be like jack shit
Yeah.
to what inflation is.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
50 years to be speaking Mandarin.
What's your
Hola,
mom?
cha, ha, ha, ya. Cha, Chinese.
they'll convert your American dollars to yen and
To yennies.
another 10 years.
Hashika Takalaba.
Yeah. See,
My kid would be going, oh, it's a TACT Lab. Oh, it's a funny
they'll
folks.
probably they'll be like, you'll check our social credit score and be like, oh, you have a podcast? Oh, TACT Lab. Oh, lose 200 credit score.
Oh, we love you. You're funny, American. Very funny.
Very funny.
Very funny.
Gonna find out Winnie the Pooh loves us.
Hey, well, he's probably one of our 10 listeners.
I mean, if he wants to find us, fuck it.
We got 80 subs on YouTube, so I'm assuming we got
One
80
of them
listeners.
is probably Chinese.
Oh
That's
yeah,
true,
I'll show everybody this. We're
'Cause,
rolling in fucking ad revenue, everybody.
Uh-oh, we make
Woo!
$9.
One to go, baby.
Not exactly. Wow.
One more dollar, and we will have our minimum.
You can cash
threshold.
out. You can cash out.
I will give everyone at this table whatever the $10.
I'm gonna frame it.
I just
It'll
wanna-
be digital though,
That's
so
what
I
I'm saying.
can't frame
I just
digital.
wanna-
I can cash it out.
I want a copy of the check. That's all I want.
You want the check stub?
Yeah.
We got some money in Patreon too.
Pay 15 cents.
It's all from your sister.
Yeah.
You never cashed out Patreon?
No. I mean, what am I gonna do with like $6? I mean, whenever the day comes that this is finally done and over with,
We'll get our $4.
we'll cash it out and divide it evenly, but amongst everybody. I'll use my $3 to try to buy the mixer board from you.
Because you need it. Because Thomas needs it
My
because he's
side
been working.
business. My side business demands it.
I mean, I can't remember who paid for all this shit. Did I buy this?
I
Like
think
you
you
did.
bought that.
Okay.
And
Was it-
we all bought our mics
Because
separate.
didn't there used to be like a cheaper one that broke?
Yeah, it's right
It's-
over there.
it's
I
over
think.
Behind
there.
you.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought it
right
still
there.
worked.
It still works.
Yeah, it still worked, but some reason we needed this one.
I think we pitched in for that one
Yeah.
because it was like $100 or something.
No, it was like 40.
Oh.
It was like even more affordable than that. This one,
That one was like
expensive.
200 or something, wasn't it?
I can't remember now.
It was at least 150.
But you know what? It makes us feel better.
Yeah,
It looks better. It makes us think we sound better.
it works better.
I'll sell you my cloud lifter for $3.
Well, that one has the USB plug-in. The other one didn't. We had to do that.
That's
whole,
what it
bullshit.
was. Yeah, we had to go into a preamp and the preamp to your laptop. Yeah, and
It had a little extra fuckery with it.
that preamp's right over there. I was supposed to give that back to a guy.
Whoops, he forgot.
Yeah, he asked me for it like 7 or 8 months ago, and
Must have got COVID and died.
yeah,
And you just gave him the old.
I did give it back to you. Remember?
I lost my taste, not my mind.
Yeah, and then everybody upgraded their mics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to like episode 1 or 2, and I could tell a decent difference from when we started and now where we're at. Yeah.
Well, I've looked up tutorial videos after like the 10th episode on how to like do the compressor and stuff on the back.
Yeah. Well,
To make it to help a little bit.
I think coming straight out of this board sounds pretty damn good.
Well, that's fine, dude. Next week we'll have the.
I'll just leave this one alone and see if you can notice the difference from last
I
week.
was
to
just
this
like,
week.
it went back and forth. Like, why?
I do this. I do this.
I'm just. It's like, I watched the video of the editing. Was like, well, I think the sound out of this board is really very good by itself.
I mean, it helps. I'm not arguing that it
jock it
helps.
one up.
I think it does sound pretty good.
It
And,
does. It helps. The soundboard helps. I'm not arguing against it. If we were just to run this like from a USB straight into here, it
Oh,
would
it'd be
sound
bad.
like chips and potatoes.
it probably wouldn't sound that bad
It would not sound as good.
because I got a mic that's a USB at the house and it doesn't sound terrible.
At least it wouldn't be one of those like we got one snowball mic in the middle of the table and we're all screaming towards it.
Oh yeah, I can
But
hit
some,
this button,
some
Chris.
podcasts do that and they're successful.
You're like,
I can hit this button, Chris.
hey boys,
Don't
But they have a following. People listen to them.
that's fair enough.
They
If we
can't
win-
fault 'em.
If we win the
Oh,
bi-
like that biscuits and toast guy or
Hey,
whatever.
Yeah.
don't worry. If we win the
There's a bunch of people like that.
if we win the
Fuck them.
Billy, we'll do like $1 million giveaway.
You buying a ticket?
Yeah, I got like
A what?
one in my pocket.
a
Fuck
Billy.
that. If I win a Billy, I'm gonna buy Epstein's Island.
Tell me what a Billy is.
I bought one last Saturday.
Did you win?
Oh, y'all were
The
talking about
Powerball.
the fucking Powerball.
I netted -6 after.
Same.
I hit one Powerball number, but I ended up buying $10 worth, so I was -6.
Oh, I just bought 3 and lost it all.
I read
What do you
about
get-
mentor corporations.
What do you get for hitting one Powerball?
With the number,
Yeah.
If you hit just the Powerball, you get
you
$4.
get your money back sometime.
You get your money back and then an extra ticket.
Oh, do you? I think I might.
It's
got it wrong.
$4 for just the Powerball, and the ticket's $2 unless you get the multiplier. It's
I think I might have
$3.
tipped the person because I'm just like, just give me a ticket.
How much you pay?
When I got the Powerball and just got a ticket back.
Where'd you take it?
to that Indian dude.
See,
Not
'cause
trustworthy, then.
They scan it in a machine that has a screen.
He probably pocketed $2.
Yeah,
and
he
gave me a
did.
ticket.
He fucked you. Did you hit the number 20 on the Powerball?
Well, yeah.
That's $4.
Unless it's either that or hitting the right, like getting 2 numbers right.
2 numbers is nothing. I think you have to have at
3
least
numbers then.
3 numbers and up.
I mean, I got 5 numbers on the last one.
Oh, okay, Mr. Million.
What's that do?
Mr. $1 million.
That gives you $1 million.
How many numbers are there?
5 and a power.
5 and a power, so 6.
Damn.
But the Powerball number is separate.
But we're all
from
more
itself.
likely to die to a lightning strike right now than to win.
No. I did the math. If you spend like almost $500 million, you can have every variation.
You'll still lose somehow.
No, you'll have every variation.
Do you
but-
do random?
No, you can have every possible variation of the Powerball if you spend like up to $500 million. But after taxes, the payout, being at like where it is now,
It's $1 billion.
would be after taxes would be just slightly more than that.
No, I thought I saw the other day it was like 937 million.
But-
Oh no,
because
it's
it's
at
1.9.
It's at 1.9
But
now.
one other person wins and you just go bankrupt.
Yeah, then you get fucked because you have to split it. Yeah. I'll buy a couple tickets tomorrow. I'll spend 10 more bucks.
What
Fuck
would
it.
your
Isn't
light with 937 million? What would happen instantly? What would you do?
I'd be able to buy that mixer board.
I'd buy
would you?
I don't know what
I'll
I
buy
would
my
do.
own mixer board.
That would be crazy.
Hey,
don't know.
we could pay to promote our podcast. We'd be famous for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Where'd you
That's
put
what-
your money?
I would have it split up.
Yeah.
Obviously, not one bank account.
Would you put it in
But
Twitter?
how do they give you your money?
They'll give you a check.
A giant check.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you get your money?
I
you
guess
have to go to
Raleigh.
the place.
You go to Raleigh, right?
Yeah.
I guarantee I'll show up wearing a mask.
I was like, that'd be the most hectic hours from when you find out you win to get into Raleigh. Like, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
You would have to have like a rental car or some shit too.
Well, that- 'cause
you'd
you-
have to have something.
You'd have to remain anonymous as well.
No, you can't in North Carolina. Like, you can't set up a trust and claim it as a trust.
like you have to physically show up and get it.
Right. So I'll wear like a giant like bear suit or something.
Yeah, like the one dude, he showed up in a Scream outfit.
Honestly, I think at that point everybody will
Why?
find up. So I just
He didn't
show
want
up like an
his family
asshole.
knowing.
Because everyone out of Woodworks would be like, hey, man.
Oh yeah, mine would be the worst.
Like he won like $80 million and he showed up in a full Halloween Scream out like Ghostface outfit and he just was signing the papers and he did this with the big check and had the mask and stuff on. And it's just like I don't like he had the gloves and everything. He's like I don't want people to know shit.
But they will.
Yeah, because someone will tell or they'll get his license plate.
But at
from
least
the
a
place or
billion's
something.
enough for I'll set up a trust that'll just pay out all the people that come and ask me for money.
Yeah. Well, okay, you get 1.9 billion after the taxes. You're still only going to get like 500 million.
I'll just buy the best mixer in the world. It's $2 billion, so you get.
Just invested in stuff.
Like I said, we could spend
Yeah.
$1 million on advertising and be like the most popular.
That's what I'm saying.
podcast
I could invest like
for no reason.
I would
at all.
invest like
instantly wiped off
10
the
million-
fucking Spotify.
Fuck Joe Rogan.
invest 10 million into it just because you can.
Yeah, we.
Because at that
fuck over
point, 10
Joe
million is
Rogan.
nothing.
Yeah,
At 500 million, you spend 10 million, that's
yeah.
nothing.
I mean, you put $100 million into like a good dividend ETF, you're good. Mm-hmm. As long as that's after tax
Even
revenue.
that's so much money that you're good even in a depression.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you only need like $2 million to get like $70,000 from.
I go produce a movie.
I think what pissed me off
you go.
just for fun.
is that you'd have
you
to
could.
leave, you'd have to leave
Yeah.
though. You'd have to leave our area. I think.
I would, yeah.
Yeah,
You'd have
Which
to go.
sucks because I love our area.
you just live there. You just be like, Mom, Dad, this is my house now.
No,
You just have to put up. You just have to get good at saying no. That's all it boils down to. Is
Yeah.
if people ask you for something,
Here's
you
the
just have to
thing,
get
though.
good at saying no.
You would go around to everyone's house like within like a half-mile radius and be like, "It's my house now,"
I go buy that
and
big
they'd be
ass-
like, "Here's however much."
the big house on Cannon Farm Road.
Oh yeah, the one with like that 100 acres.
Is it Murdoch's house?
is it?
I always heard it was.
Probably.
I don't know.
I know what you're talking about. The one with the
No,
big farm and stuff.
Yeah. It's like a big ass house way back and it's all fenced off.
Yeah.
It's like half the road's that house and yeah.
Yeah.
I'd just like go to Europe for a year and get kidnapped probably.
Oh, you want to spend your time in a hostel in a brothel.
Special set of skills.
Chris is like one of the king's sons. At night, he slips out into the city to go get sucked off.
I
by
want to know what it
17
likes to be poor.
The camera follows him in. He's just like laying there drugged out of his mind. He doesn't want anything to do with this family.
I like to watch children stab each other.
I want to drink soup from a boot.
He's laying there lifeless while a guy sucks him off. Like he's just tapped
No
out.
feeling.
Well, you're doing debauchery just to feel something.
Yeah.
You would get to the point that like you would either piss all the money away to zero, or you would invest it and make so much money back
Here's the
and
thing,
everything
though.
that you would not be able to buy anything.
That's so
anymore.
much money. Is that instantly having everything on demand? Doesn't that kind of take away some of the challenge?
You become Dan Bilzerian.
I think actually you would become David Cho.
Oh yeah.
You know Dave Cho?
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Personally, I got to follow him on Twitter.
He painted the office of Facebook before, like right as they started. They gave him stock, and then his stock was worth $1 billion after some time. And he's just like this Asian artist that's
cool.
a billionaire because of Facebook.
That's so much money for me that I just like give people money. Just
Commit suicide.
that's the only way.
Go
That's the
kill
only way you
yourself.
could get any feeling is by giving something and
I don't know.
seeing
That's
That's
someone
what
else be
Bezos'
happy.
ex-wife did.
You could travel. You could eat at different places. You know.
You can literally drive to every McDonald's in
I'm
America.
just saying. This thing about-
You could eat everywhere,
most
Chris.
billionaires are like sociopaths by default.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're giving a regular person,
Which is
$1
never
billion
good.
And that's why they always go bankrupt.
Never
for like 2
good
years.
idea.
Yeah. I mean, I would never go bankrupt because I'm smart enough to.
Stash it
That's
away.
what they said.
No, it's not just like because that guy's like I'm smart.
I'll put it in
Dude, you're
jars
blowing
and
it on
bury it in the ground.
hookers. You
Don't-
never set up a.
The one guy bought
being hookers.
the one guy that won the lottery. He bought a bunch of junk cars and constantly had derby rallies with his friends in his front yard at
That's
this
cool.
big
That's what
I'm
house
saying.
that he bought.
Stuff like
cool.
that. That would be awesome.
And he just like went through all of his money.
You can probably go buy the Milkmore.
No, I don't think you can.
I go buy.
Maybe you can, but they'd have to sell it, right?
Yeah,
you
they
just
would
buy
have
I just
stuff out
buy
from
it.
people.
I just walk in. Like, I
Buy
own
now.
it.
This is
You
my
just
house
Bruce
now.
Wayne it. You just like.
I just drop hundreds on the floor
You
like
just walk-
fucking nothing.
You walk into the cartel and like.
I own
you
this.
say, I own this now.
Oh, I could fund the cartel. I can run
Oh,
guns.
Because that's where it gets dangerous. Like when you have that much money and you have people like that reaching out to you and you can't say
but
no.
I can have ultimate power.
I could see you paying like 4 people, and they just have stacks of $100 bills. And when you walk, they set the $100 bills under your feet,
As
so
I
you're,
walk.
so you're never actually touching the ground. You're only walking on your own money.
Exactly. Toilet
like a-
paper is a
like a
roll. To roll hundreds of my
McDuck.
ass with.
It's like
Scrooge
It's
McDuck.
like 4 people putting it down, and then like 2 people like picking it back up behind you, just
Yeah.
to like. But they like are steam pressing it like behind you.
I want Chris hundreds.
They're like, I can't have my dirty Versace's on this. It's got to be.
And I'll be wearing straight sweatpants and like a
You'd be like some Russian tracksuit sniper.
Balenciaga.
Thomas, pull up a picture of David Cho. This is exactly what David Cho looks like. He is a fucking slum.
I dress like Pete Davidson.
You probably marry like Pete Davidson too. You're like, I'm gonna be Kim Kardashian now. I'm not rich. You'd have to get a divorce.
That's him.
He's just a guy.
That would be some bullshit too. It's like
Look at his other picture right
You
now.
want a billion-
Like, go over to the other side, Thomas. No, go back to that one picture, and then go over to the other side. Like, see what he's turned. No, the other. Like, keep under the picture you clicked on.
right here?
You see, like, see what he's turned into.
that's, that's another thing. Can you think of relationships?
You can't trust nothing.
You can never. It'd be so hard.
That'd be all right. You just fuck people.
I'm saying. Okay, Thomas, you already have children.
This guy got so.
Just you can already be like, all right.
But
This guy
if
got-
You
Sorry.
you get one.
I was just saying, he's so rich, he started doing stupid shit. Like, he hitchhiked across America and hitchhiked across Japan.
We had that- we had
He's
that-
got an FX and a Hulu show.
He did Thumbs Up. It was called Thumbs Up America, and he just went across America as a
don't-
billionaire.
But you don't have
You
to
got
be
fat.
rich for that, really.
No, but
He started working out. Look at that. He started off as that. And now
that's
he's like,
young. That's old.
I'm David.
That's cool. Good job.
But the other thing is he's a world class artist. Like,
Why is Biden on here?
Because of the guy behind him.
He's Asian. He's just an Asian guy. Just put an Asian guy on. But yeah, you can make your own movie.
Yeah.
And show
is that a dream of yours?
Yeah, I'll go buy the rights of Lord of the Rings from Amazon and make it proper.
You're spending all of your money
I
on
don't
one.
care. I can make all the money back.
It wasn't that bad.
So you could do a parody.
It's not good.
You could do a parody Lord of the Rings and just call it a parody, but do everything better.
Lord of the Things.
Okay, yeah, Lord of the Stuff.
Like do a porno parody, but actually film it better than
Lord of
Master
the
of
G-strings.
Master of the Things.
Like you have the Misty Mountains playing and all that good stuff.
The Misty
It wasn't that. I didn't think it was that bad though.
You awaken a tempest in me.
I didn't think it was that bad, but I thought there was more that.
The problem is
They
the show
needed more.
never. They would write stuff and say stuff and do stuff in one episode, and then they go to the next episode and contradict what they did in the previous one every time.
Yeah, they did do that a lot.
And it was just like
It's like each episode was its own show.
she can't be a genocidal maniac in one episode, and then the very next episode, the start of it was like, we must save them. We can't kill the orcs. It's like you were just like slaughtering them all in the previous. Anyway.
Well, isn't the orcs punished or tortured elves?
And it turns.
It's a preference.
I don't
It's
like
a-
that Sauron was a simp.
Yeah.
So does she? Is it something she has? Does she have?
Well, you can't have a strong white male lead
Does she feel
anymore.
bad for tortured elves, or is it not really tortured elves?
What?
Well, they're orcs at this point.
Yeah, they're orcs. It's just
mean,
the
you-
one guy was a dark elf.
Were you talking about the dark elf or the dark elf?
Yes.
Well, I think the majority. I think the majority of people like the show.
No, there was two dark elves. There was one dark
There's
elf that was
Adar.
like an orc guy. Then there was a dark elf that was just a black guy.
Oh, well,
The real dark elf.
don't put IE after it.
Darky elf?
Hey, so thanks for the TACT Lab. I guess I better do the thing. Thanks for listening to TACT Lab.
Or
You
Dark
can-
Elfie.
You can watch the whole show on YouTube. We also have TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. Leave us a line.
Wow.
We might post on there, but we don't.
I need to.
We
I might
should.
pay $8 for a check mark.
Yeah, $8 for the Twitter. We got a Twitter too, but we don't ever use
Check.
it.
You just gonna pay for a check mark?
So now's the time to get on Twitter. Everybody's leaving.
Yeah.
We rise to the top on Twitter.
Yeah, you want to control our Twitter, Alex?
We can do a
Sure.
I'll give you the login for it.
Spend our lifetime earnings on one.
You just
one
post whatever
month.
the fuck you
I'll
want.
start commenting. Let's do it.
Do it. You're good at that. But yeah, leave us a comment.
Start
Subscribe.
posting on thirst traps.
Yeah, fuck it. Who cares? I don't care.
One time. Shut your mouth.
That was hilarious, though.
Yeah, thanks. I don't even know anymore what I'm supposed to say. What else do I say? I'm kind of lost now. I forgot what I was supposed to say.
You can just leave it at that.
Everyone's like, we can see that you commented.
Just straight in his face. You look so pissed.
On my Twitter picture. It's like a mugshot. It's like